Hey everyone, welcome back to the Cobb Brothers podcast. This is episode 144. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe on the video. I'm going to start off the episode with that this time because I make the rules.
Thank you guys for doing that right now. Those of you that are listening.
My name is Cyrus. Yeah, I'm Cyrus. I'm apparently the world's second biggest Drake hater. Above me, I have Colton.
Yo.
He is joined to his left by the magical and mystical Barndor.
Dude, that's actually accurate. This is one of the first times we've ever done a Discord one, and you guys are where you're describing it at.
Let's see.
He's on my right.
Oh, dang it. Let's
I'm
see.
about to jump. I'm going to leave the party and come back.
Let's see if this one's true. Oscar is right below Barndor.
Yes.
Prove it.
I don't have receipts. Sorry. I use debit cards.
Colton's right here.
Let me see the receipts.
Cyrus is down
No,
there.
I'm over there.
Colton's right above
You
me.
see, I'm on Xbox, so technically you're all wrong.
You, Cyrus. I am directly above you. You were right there for me.
Yeah,
And Oscar's right there.
You're right
And
here.
Brandon's right there.
Brandon, point the other way because you're mirrored.
Oh, am I mirrored?
Yep. Colton, point the other way because you're mirrored.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Is Oscar right
I'm
there?
not mirrored.
Or is Oscar right
No,
there?
Brandon is legitimately right there for me.
Okay.
My camera is not mirrored.
Welcome to the episode that you can't see, everyone. This really sucks. Should have been
It's
here.
mirrored.
Yeah,
for
I'm
me.
with the audience on this one. I can't see
Which
shit.
hand am I holding up?
So Oscar's joining us on Discord on Xbox, so he can't see what we're doing. So tell us what the audience is feeling.
Emptiness, anger, sadness.
Betrayal? Dude,
Little bit of
almost
betrayal.
all the characters of Inside Out.
Oh, nice.
Betrayal is a character. What color is betrayal?
Anxiety is going to be a character in Inside Out too, so betrayal is probably going to be a new one.
Is that an emotion?
Betrayal
Can
is
be.
not an emotion, sir.
Can be.
You can feel betrayed.
No, betrayal is an action.
Yeah, Brendan did to me a lot of times in Halo, so
You did it
Shots
more.
Real.
fired.
You did
I
it
know
more
what
to
you're
the
talking
Marines.
blasphemy. This is blasphemous.
How are we doing today, boys, besides feeling betrayed? Track 10 on City of Evil.
There you go.
Mhm.
No, I'm doing good, man. We're fucking vibing. It's May the 4th, Star Wars Day, dude.
May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with all of you, and also with you.
And with you.
It's going to be a day after Cinco de Mayo when this comes out.
Holy shit, dude. We're about to get fucked up on a Sunday afternoon, dude.
Modelo's.
What are you doing
Modelo
for
fool.
Cinco de Mayo, Oscar?
Why are you asking me, Brennan?
Because
profiling?
you're the only person in the thing that is of Latin American descent.
I'm not gonna do anything. I don't fucking do it. I'm not gonna go to any bars. I don't go to bars or anything. If anything, I'll have like a beer or two at the house. That's it.
That's like if you were to ask me what my 4th of July plans, and I go, "Why are you asking me? Huh? Because I'm American."
Fuck yeah, brother, you're
Yeah,
American too.
Yeah.
I bet you're eating turkey this Thanksgiving, you fucking Yankee.
It's a
God.
keto
Apparently,
turkey.
there's a
though. I'm on
Canadian
keto diet.
Thanksgiving that they have on a different date, but I mean,
What do they eat?
Canada.
Tim Hortons?
Canadian turkey.
Tim Hortons. Timbits.
That's it. No, that's where they replicate out of a Tim Hortons.
That's where all Canadian people are born.
hmm There's in every hospital in Canada there is a Tim Hortons.
Dude, seated in Canada, bitch.
No, it's Canada. Yeah, Canada. We're saying the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, sure, bud.
Canada.
Canada?
Canada. Okay, that was just wrong. That was just wrong.
Do they have their jaws like surgically removed at birth, or do they just like have that? Like
No, they
moment
have
step
them
into
locked
it?
in.
Their heads are just flappy by default.
Say, Philip.
Well, they're either flappy or they're stoic, like the guys in Letterkenny. Like those, and then the French ones.
That's you.
The
They're
posh ones.
French.
Je ne sais quoi?
French mustache too, actually.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh.
Français moustache. Deux.
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 There you go.
Okay. Video game news. We keep falling off the video
Yeah.
game bandwagon. This is supposed to be a video game podcast, allegedly.
That's kinda how we started,
I
right?
got some video game news for all y'all.
I'm ready.
Well, I remember you and Oscar had similar stories, so you say one and let Oscar do the other.
So, Helldivers 2, after being out for several months now, Sony is requiring that everybody that plays it have a PSN account. You cannot make a PSN account in China or Russia.
Wait, so what does that mean for the Steam
Well,
version, though? Do you have to also do that if you're playing on Steam?
So, their FAQ page had a section that said, "Do I need a PlayStation account to play PSN games on Steam?" The Wayback Machine has given everybody the ability to read this post, which has changed it changed overnight, basically. But they had on their page that it did not require a PSN account to play that game. Overnight, they changed it to now that some games do require a PSN account to play.
That's wild that they just changed the fine print like that.
If you
Like,
use
I
a
have God of
VP, if
War
you
on
use a
Steam.
VPN to set up a PSN account in the countries that it's not allowed, they're banning those accounts and subsequently banning the Steam account because it is tied to your PSN account at that point.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
great.
they dropped the ball. They had the best thing ever this year. One of the best things ever that came out this year in gaming, and they're like, let's just throw that in the fire. Like,
They're now burning everything down. They're getting review bombed on Steam. Like, there's Pirate Software has said that he uninstalled the game as of today.
wow. Yeah,
Have they put out an official statement declaring it's for democracy so that it's like acceptable?
No, they have not.
See, that's how you do damage control. Just PlayStation Network accounts are required for democracy.
Ah, yes.
See, that's
everybody is livid.
That's not a problem for people like me because, like, obviously I have a PlayStation account. I'll link it, whatever. But Brandon,
I have one as well.
Brandon, what's your PlayStation username?
the last time that I used my brother's when he let me borrow it to play Spider-Man, but now I can buy that on Steam. Or I used to be able to buy it on Steam.
So it's just wild that you
only certain games are requiring it, so I'm assuming it's online required, like online ones.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't do it to God of War and the Spider-Man series, because that'd be ridiculous.
For a single-player game, that would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first stupid thing that these people have done, though.
What? No way. Trying to peddle us on
No,
a PS5.
Sony's a perfect company,
Slim.
and nothing ever bad happens to Sony. Okay?
You sure about that? Do you remember the PlayStation Network outage from 2011?
The great outage of 2011.
Remember all of their data leaks that they've had over the years that they've been sued for and had to compensate people for?
Oh, no, guys.
They were never able to release the DLC for Skyrim on PlayStation 3.
Guys, this is a professional multi-million company. They know what they're doing, okay? Come on.
My
They
bad.
should have stuck to making Walkmans, honestly.
Walkmans. Fuck hell. Yeah, where's the Ericsson at these days?
Dude, could you imagine if in a different universe the Walkman evolved into something like a Nintendo DS and a Switch, and that was Sony's fucking thing? They were competing with Nintendo for a portable thing.
Walkman still exists, gentlemen.
I did have a Walkman when I was younger.
It's basically a Zune.
They're sturdy MP3 players, though.
They're extraordinarily expensive, and they are not good.
If you have a phone, you really don't need an MP3 player. Honestly.
Linus Tech Tips actually reviewed the newest Walkman, and its audio quality is garbage.
It probably sounds like you're listening to a cassette tape just for that nostalgic feeling.
Worse.
You know, when you go onto YouTube and you find a really, really old video from like 2006-07 where somebody puts their own music in and it's like all garbled? Imagine that kind of compression on a digital track. Not like cassette where it's just lower. Like you're listening through a radio. Like compressed. I'm assuming
Just
that's what you're
dog
talking
shit.
about, right, Colton?
It's not only compressed, but like the built-in DAC in it can't drive like mid-range headphones. It's bad. Like the audio channels were terrible. It's like drop-off was terrible.
That's wild.
horrible. Just horrible.
Yeah.
I had a Walkman when I was in like 5th, 6th grade. I liked it. Also, I was a kid, so what do I know? I just like the UI on it, and it had pre-built-in Never Shout Never songs. So, like, I was going to say, I remember driving, I think it was from Sacramento, from the Avenged Sevenfold concert, and we started playing Never Shout Never song, Brandon's, and I knew the fucking words because of that stupid Walkman, because it came preloaded with, like, every popular Never Shout Never song. Like, factory default.
I wonder why.
I wouldn't have guessed that Never Shout Never was releasing music and people listen to it on a Walkman.
That was me, dog. That's with whatever shitty earbuds they came with.
You're a earbud.
All right, what were you saying, Oscar?
I was saying to Colton's point, over on Steam, their reviews went from overwhelmingly positive to mixed within like 48 hours.
Ooh.
And it'll be overwhelmingly negative before too long.
Mm-hmm.
If they don't fix
It was crazy the amount it got like just shitted on.
Leave it to Sony to fuck shit up again.
Can't have shit in Detroit, man.
The praise that the game got too, to see it in a
It
in
was
its current
such an
state.
amazing game.
Still is.
I
you
think
know?
it still is.
a great game.
But the aura surrounding it is bringing it down.
Yeah.
The vibes, man.
The vibes aren't immaculate, dog.
It's like, congratulations, you successfully just pissed off the entire PC community. How do you feel, Sony?
Another Tuesday.
I like money.
So you're saying if I load it
Hello.
up,
Mr. Squidward.
if you're saying if I load it up, I'm gonna have to sign into my PlayStation account?
Absolutely.
Cool. I haven't played it since March
That's
15th.
It's probably gonna have me update Helldivers. Never mind.
Yeah. No, mine's updated. The Finals refuses to update on its own, but every other game in my Steam library auto updates. Who has the most hours played on my friends list?
Colton.
Somebody's
Or
about
Bryant.
to get called out. Wyatt at 49.9 hours.
Oh,
My most played game on Steam is New Vegas
hell yeah.
by a mile. I think. What do I have? I have like almost 80 hours, I think.
How do you even see that?
When you're in your library and you click on a game, before you hit play, to the right, it'll show you cloud status, last played, and then playtime.
Oh, so you just knew that was your most played one? Because
Yeah, I see it a lot.
Number. Okay.
It's at 66.8 hours.
Played 34.5 hours of. Oh, it's good. Yeah, it's Axis and Allies. I played 142.1 hours of Axis and Allies.
Holy shit.
Mind you, that doesn't include all the time I played it on 360. That's just me logging into Steam and playing it.
Oh, I thought you meant Axis and Allies. I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh, I just play the board game and I log all my time like a chess game. I just fucking hit the clock.
You log the time and upload it to True Achievements.
Fucking so they know. Force an update with my pro account. I don't have a pro account. What are you talking about? I didn't waste
You have a pro
money on it.
account. We know we do.
Yeah, I did.
I have 162 hours into Dyson Sphere program.
That's a good game.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
That's just on Steam though. It's not counting after I started playing it on Game Pass.
Ooh,
If I
okay.
want the achievements.
Let me check Team Fortress 2. I have a friend that has put I don't even have a good verb for it. He's put a lot of time into the game.
Ungodly amount of time.
Yeah.
I have 407 hours in Dota 2.
Oof.
I have 101 hours in PUBG. That's just on the Steam version, not counting my Xbox playtime on there.
I want to say I have about 20 hours on PUBG Mobile.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean,
You grabbed
that
my
was like
full
when
attention.
well, that was like when PUBG Mobile came out. It was like around the time like mobile gaming was getting crazy, right? And so some of the kids playing didn't know how to play, and I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I just got there for easy dubs.
Okay. My friend that I went to go check, I checked their Team Fortress 2 hours. They have 1,642 hours in TF2.
Jesus.
And that's not even their most played game.
what is?
Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's Path of Exile. How much time do you think this person has spent in this game?
3,000 hours or some shit.
More.
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 Good God.
Let me pull up my calculator real quick.
You're going to see which numbers are bigger than 3,000?
No, I'm just seeing what 3,000 hours is compared to weeks.
Okay.
3,000 hours.
That's got to be a year.
What would that be? So divided by 24 to get the days.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it's about a year.
I said that, and then my brain typed 62. What is wrong with me?
Hey, Brandon,
Number 62, my lord.
Brandon, I think you need more beer.
125 days.
Fucking
I have
hell.
hundreds of hours in Call of Duty,
Third of a year.
So do I.
and I have hundreds of hours in Warcraft 3 from playing the original Dota on that.
Yeah, I can't clown too hard because I have 900 hours in both Black Ops 3 and 4 each.
The only game I have like over like 300 hours in is 1,000 in Monster Hunter World.
Wow. Oh, Path of Exiled, 4,738 hours played.
Yeah. Damn.
What's the math on that one, Brandon?
What was it?
4,738.
4,738 divided by 24 is 197.41666666666667 days.
That's just 0.6 repeating.
No, because it goes to a 7.
They put it at a 7 at the end because they round up the last decimal.
They're tired of calculating.
Yeah, 100 rounded down 197 days.
I have like 300 hours in Fallout, Final Fantasy VIII
Ooh, okay.
on PlayStation.
And it was time well spent.
7 is 28 weeks.
My gains, bro.
28 weeks.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That number that Cyrus gave, that is equal to 28 weeks.
That's
Isn't
quite a
that
bit.
a year?
52 is a year.
52 is a year.
So it's just
it's half a year.
Just over half a year, yeah.
But think about that.
God
That's
damn.
almost half a year of your life, one game.
Divided by 4, that's a rough thing. About 7 months, yeah.
Hey, that was someone's like, that was like one of the best games at the time, you know. Everyone was fucking playing that shit.
I don't even remember what the game Cyrus said that it was, but
Team
Path of
Fortress
Exile.
2.
oh,
never mind.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
How do I describe it? I want to say Diablo, but it's different.
It's Diablo.
Okay.
It's an action RPG. It's basically Diablo.
Mm-hmm. But it's free to play. So the point of entry is, how much time are you willing to spend? And how much are you willing to spend, if you know what I mean? I'm holding up the dinero sign. Dinero.
That's the dinero. This is the Kevin McAllister gives you gum if you do this.
Oh. What is this?
Gives me cum? What?
No, in Home Alone 2, where the dude that brought his bags up to the stairs, he's like rubbing his fingers together for a tip, and he's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, Tim Curry?
Path of Exile 2 is apparently coming out soon.
Oh boy, can't
Ew.
wait to drop another 4,700 hours in that.
What's another 7 months?
Yeah, it is
Path of Exile,
legitimately a game like Diablo.
Mm.
It's a top-down action RPG.
Okay.
It was pretty good. I played a little bit of it.
It's free to play. It's just right there.
Oscar, since I covered my game, you want to cover your game now?
Yeah, I was about to say.
It wasn't a game. It was just a cool little factoid I found. The U.S. What was it? The U.S. Army, not the Army. What the fuck it's called? Air Force. There we go.
Air
They've
Force.
had an AI running simulations of dogfights consistently, and they got to a point where it was always beating the simulation. So then they ran it against a pilot, where like the pilot was flying in real time, and then like in the computer simulation, the AI was chasing it in the computer, right? And he could see the AI through his visor while he was flying around and tried to shoot it. The fucking AI beat the human in the first test, and then it kept beating him repeatedly. Huh?
Was it flying the same plane in the simulation as him?
Yeah.
It knew the perfect
They were just testing if it could beat it, and it did. And it's kind of fucking scary because there's a whole movie about an AI piloting a stealth jet that goes crazy.
Stealth?
Yes, like, there's a whole fucking movie about this.
There's one extremely big problem with that. As fast and as powerful as those planes are, they can only be up in the air for like a certain amount of time. They're gonna run out of fuel eventually.
It can be in the air. So like in the movie Stealth, it was able to hijack a
one of those air refuelers.
Self-flying air refueling plane, and it refueled itself.
For that to happen in our world, we need to have an AI refueler plane. But those are more sophisticated than fighter jets in their own way. Like,
not really, because a refueling plane would just basically have to self-stabilize while the other plane was refueling. Like it could actually do it pretty easily. You could tie a computer into the gyros and everything, and it would be able to pretty much control itself.
I just meant more on the grounds that a fighter jet can be controlled by one person, but a bigger planes like that require more crew because the pilot has to stabilize it. That dude has to drop the thing. Someone has to do all that. But I get what you mean. A computer could just be like, beep, beep.
Yeah, a computer can flip switches just as easily as a human can.
Yeah.
Flip your switch.
But no, Oscar, I was talking about the gaming news.
Yeah, you said something about you knew something about Tarkov, Oscar.
That wasn't me.
You totally said you heard something about Tarkov.
No,
They both had Helldivers news.
I had Helldivers stuff. I was just same thing what Colton was talking about with Helldivers.
Colton has
Well,
Tarkov.
all the shit's going on.
You said
No, I didn't.
Tarkov when I mentioned
No.
it. Yes, you did.
When he said Tarkov, you said, I've heard some Tarkov news and also some Helldivers news. You said both the games, Oscar.
No, I didn't say Tarkov. You're mistaken.
Cyrus,
But thank you.
I really hope
Cyrus, play it back.
Sorry, I don't got the audio.
No, we're not gonna do this right now in the middle of the podcast, dude.
No, we're not doing it in the middle.
What are you
of the
fucking
podcast.
talking about?
Let's see if I was recording long enough.
Yeah, because it was right before we started. But I'm sorry, Oscar. You said the word Tarkov and Helldivers in the same sentence.
I said I knew about Helldivers. I had some Helldivers news, but I had something else as well, which was the fucking AI thing.
I'm beefing right now.
Yeah, but you said Tarkov.
I didn't say Tarkov.
Yes, you did.
No.
That's my heart, dude. You have two people hearing you that heard you
Oh
say
my god. Yeah, 2 people need hearing aids, bro. What
I
the
chose
fuck?
the Helldivers one because you said you had Tarkov news too.
If only they had
Yeah,
headphones.
literally.
No.
I don't have a hat in this fight.
I fucking dog. I didn't say Tarkov, bro.
Okay, speaking of Tarkov, Colton, what's going on in the Tarkov neck of woods this week?
So Tarkov has also shot itself in the foot, just like Helldivers did. Only their fuck up is drastically more serious if it actually gets a lawsuit against it for any reason. So they released the Tarkov Edge of Darkness edition, which was $150, and it was supposed to have all DLC going forward. It was supposed to be the biggest, baddest, like bangiest DLC pack for Tarkov. That was the one that that was supposed to be the end all DLC pack. Well, they ended up releasing a DLC pack for $250. That's basically like a complete pay to win package. Like it has a whole bunch of different DLC stuff in it, a whole bunch of really heavy duty weapons. There is an item that it gives you called a legacy device, and it calls in a fucking APC.
Oh.
In Tarkov. So they ended up caving and they gave the APC call in to everybody that has the Edge of Darkness edition.
Hey, I have that.
The original one was 150. The new one is 250.
The Mets just walked a guy
Let's go,
and
Mets.
gave Tampa Bay the second point of the game. There's now been 3 points scored in the 8th inning. Bottom of the 8th, Tampa Bay is now winning.
All about the Mets, baby.
All
The
about the
Mets.
Yeah,
No, the Mets are losing. Bases are
$250
loaded.
for DLC pack though. Can we talk about that? And it added a new game mode.
Stupid.
Yeah, so they had to give that to everybody with the Edge of Darkness edition too. That new game mode that it added is literally just PvE, which everybody already had if you had the Edge of Darkness edition.
I didn't have the Edge of Darkness edition, but you could still load up a
Yes, you do.
Is that the free one or the basic one?
I bought you the big one.
Bougie.
No, I've always had the one where you had like the minimum.
Oh, you heard him though. He said it. You heard him.
Pretty sure you. I think you have the Edge of Darkness edition. I know I got it for Justin and one other person, and I thought it was you.
No, it might have been Oscar because I don't have that one.
Do you have the Edge of Darkness edition, Oscar?
I bought myself
think so.
Escape from Tarkov. I bought myself Escape from Tarkov because we were still playing it with Jay and Wyatt, like back at my apartment.
Yeah, I believe I do have the Edge of
I remember
Darkness.
you guys always had a lot more gear to start on all the wipes than I did.
Yeah, that
I
was
only had
definitely because I had the Edge of Darkness edition.
Yeah, I only had 3, like one of the AK variants, 3 of the M4 variants, and 3 simple pistols. With like a
It might
handful
have
of
been
ammo for all of them.
David. I know I got it for somebody from the group.
You doing what to the darkness?
Fucking it.
Hedging it.
Edging the darkness.
That's messed up, bro. A lot of
Not
beef.
messed up if it were actually edging.
Uh,
Dog.
X Defiant got a release date for Xbox finally, because it's
What did?
X Defiant is Ubisoft's free-to-play first-person shooter. It's supposed to be
Oh, okay.
the next big COD killer, and it actually looks kind of decent.
That's what they say about every COD game, or every game that's a first-person
Every
shooter.
game
But it
that
looks
has
pretty
come
cool.
out so far since the last Call of Duty is a Call of Duty killer.
Okay, but can I sell you guys on this
Built
point?
Call of Duty.
Let me hear it.
It's free to play.
Ooh.
All right, I'm sold.
Yeah, see,
So it's Fortnite.
but it's not first-person shooter. Come on, it's just a
Come on.
shooter.
What about?
It's a third-person shooter now.
I can't think of it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
But,
Fortnite's a third-person
Yes.
shooter.
But May
Destiny
21st.
is a free-to-play, first-person.
Yeah,
It
but
wasn't
come
when
on.
I bought it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
and then
paid
all of
for
the
it.
deal, all of the content is behind paywalls.
I have my Destiny 2 disc.
Oh.
It's a great coaster.
Yeah, you can play the base game and some stuff with zero direction of what's actually happening in the game.
No, because
Or you can pay $120 for all the most recent stuff, and it actually gives you a cutscene.
that's true.
No.
Now the base game's pretty tailbone nowadays,
Yeah,
because they've vaulted or what do they call it? They call it sunsetting.
yeah, Sunset.
Yeah.
A lot of the OG stuff in the game, so you can't play the launch experience the way that everybody else did. You know, like me, who went to GameStop and paid 60 bones for it.
You paid
Dude, the
him
fucking-
bones, dude? You
Yeah.
had like 200 of those in your body. I would have paid him bones.
I only have 156 now,
Ayo,
or 146. My math is off.
the base campaign when it first came out was really sweet. The fucking whole Red War, that shit was awesome.
It was tight.
Dude,
Destiny.
the intro title card, bro, you just getting kicked off the ship and then it just says Destiny 2. I was like, that's fucking awesome. That's hard.
The base game story was so hyped that I was like legit excited to get back into
It
it,
was brilliant. It was really fun.
because we fell off of Destiny 1 hard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, then there's
So we were in Destiny 1, bro. We were in that shit.
Times for all that stuff.
We went through all that turmoil of buying Rise of Iron, Oscar, and I don't think I've ever beat it.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Don't worry, dog.
It's just there, ready for me to play, and I'm not.
All right, guess we're going back to Destiny 1, boys.
Nope,
Never
sorry.
gonna return. Could you imagine seeing the Traveler again in 2024? Like, it just feels wrong to do.
It's still there. Shit, you can still play it on
Traveler's
the.
in Destiny 2.
You can still play the 360 servers, because they haven't shut
Yeah.
those down somehow for some reason. There must be enough
Oh,
people
speaking
playing
of
silver.
Netflix agenda.
Yeah, speaking of fucking the shit, man, the Xbox 360 shut down. This Xbox 360 store is getting shut down.
Yeah. So
That's it.
So if it's a game that's sold digitally on 360, including DLC packs, it's just gonna go offline. You can still buy backwards compatible titles on the One in series, but if it's not backwards compatible, it's gone.
Holy shit. That's
Which-
fucking nuts, man.
Well,
Mhm.
remember, according to Ubisoft, we don't own any of the games that we've purchased. We're only renting them.
Good.
Oh, you're right.
So I just won't pay for a Ubisoft game as a favor to them. That's why X Define, at least it's free to play. And if I use Brandon's mantra of the game is free, you don't have to buy microtransactions.
Well, microtransactions are fun.
They are fun. They're like fun little bone spenders.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mhm.
It costs money on a free game.
Bone sprinters.
But spending money on a free game's fun.
I want to play the new Prince of Persia, but I don't. I despise Ubisoft now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what
kind of suck.
Kendrick Lamar's opinions on Ubisoft is, but I'm gonna say I'm the number one Ubisoft hater.
Ubisoft what was hater?
Number one Ubisoft hater.
Oh.
He's the number one Ubisoft groveler.
Yeah,
Don't let him fool you.
Look, I will
an
say
associate code.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a beautiful game. Not a technical standpoint, it was all right. It did obviously have its moments where it was looked like shit and it had bad gameplay, But I mean, it was a great map and great point in history. I had fun with it.
I think my biggest problem about those open world Ubisoft games now is they're just too big.
Yeah,
I feel like
it's just
if I was a kid and I was only allowed to get one game at the game store and play it for 3 months, because, mom and dad aren't going to buy you a new game, that'd be perfect. In my advanced age of being in my mid-20s, it's just too much.
what the thing that Andrew Tate said? Oh, I need movement and constant chaos.
What's the context?
I don't fucking know. It's just a
Him
quote I
running
remember him
from the
saying.
government.
Yeah, probably that.
Mhm.
Not a big fan of the government.
My name's Andrew Tate. I got a bald head.
I got a bald head.
Talks about being a manly man. He can't even grow hair. What the fuck?
Right?
Idiot. Only men can grow actual hair. Stupid.
And instead of facing the consequences, he ran to a third world country, ordered a pizza, and then tweeted it out and showed the box where he was at.
Funniest shit ever, honestly.
It's like, you honestly deserved to get caught, stupid.
Mm-hmm. What a bozo. I know he's in court right now. I think his court case started in Romania. I don't know what their laws are like, but I just
I thought they extradited him back to the U.S.
I still think he's in Romania, if I'm
Ah.
not mistaken.
Some shit like that.
Because he committed crimes in Romania, so they're charging him over there.
They found him through a fucking video of him eating a pizza at a local place, which is the wildest thing.
tweet.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They were able to figure out which pizza restaurant he went to, and then they traced the order to his place.
No, they figured out what pizza restaurant he ordered it from, and then they paid off the person that delivered it to tell them where it was.
Hilarious. It's a little shit. Because that's not something I think a normal person would think. You take a picture and you're like, oh, are the pizza boxes in there? Pull them out.
Everyone in Romania knows Grimaldi's.
Grimaldi's?
I said Grimaldi's. I was trying to make up something.
That
Gribaldini's?
sounded like Grimaldi's. Gribaldini's? There you go.
Garibaldi?
Who's
That your balding is a place that Andrew Tate would eat at, honestly.
There you go.
thinning?
Thin crust, thin!
Thin like my lack of hair.
Speaking of Andrew Tate versus his lack of hair, we're on Beef Watch 2020-24, boys.
Beef watch?
There's
yeah.
There's been a
So
lot
much
of
beef been thrown out?
There's been a lot of beef this week, and not just for McDonald's raising their prices 100% since the year 2014.
And their breakfast bagels.
Those are
Definitely
pretty,
not that
those are
beef.
sturdy. They actually taste really good.
Yeah.
No, somebody made a chart where they were showing like inflation in the U.S. since 2014 versus like fast food restaurants, and inflation's went up 31% since 2014, but McDonald's prices went up 100, like just a flat 100%. Everything's doubled. Taco Bell's the second worst offender at 81%.
Oh my god.
fucking McDonald's dollar menu is now the $1, $2, $3 menu.
They don't have a dollar menu anymore.
The only thing you can still get at McDonald's for $1 is their soft drinks, apple slices, and I think a 4-piece McNugget is $1.
If you order on the app, the only thing or the cheapest like food item that isn't a side is a just regular hamburger, single patty, no cheese
This is
for
the
like
classic
$2.29.
McDonald's hamburger, yeah.
For $2.29.
If you want a hamburger that's generally better than the rest of them at McDonald's, the quarter pounder actually uses different meat than the regular burgers.
Yeah.
That's where the quality's at.
The quarter pounder and the double quarter pounder, they taste a lot different.
That's like
It's because they're made with actual meat.
those are the only burgers I get if I ever go to McDonald's.
Same here.
If not, I'm getting nuggies every time.
The McDouble isn't bad though. I like it.
The
You mix a
McDouble's not
you
bad,
mix a
but after I
McDouble
had
with
the
a
quarter pounder,
McChicken. Well, you have to mix a McDouble with a McChicken and get a side of mac sauce and make yourself a McDank. And that's awesome.
Fair point.
But unfortunately, all those things are no longer $1. You used to be able to get 3 McDanks for less than $10. And that's
we used to be able
literally
to
like
get
6
so
sandwiches.
much food at McDonald's for so
Yeah.
little.
My dad still talks about 99-cent Whoppers at Burger King. Like, imagine getting a Whopper
Damn.
for $1.
I
Colton
remember we
can.
used to go through McDonald's drive-thrus at like 3 a.m, just freaking going crazy, and we would order $20 worth of food, and it would feed 8 people.
Mm-hmm. I have a very vivid memory of going to Jim Boy's on my birthday when I was younger, and my dad pulled up in the drive-thru and was like, "Can I get 20 tacos? Like, if there's just our standard tacos?" And the dude's like, or no, he said he wanted 30. He's like, yeah, I want 30 tacos. And the guy was like, yeah, it's going to be $20. And my dad said, hell no, and sped off. That same 30 tacos is now $70
Yeah.
Right?
at
Oh my
Jim Boy's.
God.
Their prices are nuts.
Like you used to be able to get 20 McChickens for $20.
Yeah. Like, for real. I don't have words for it.
Not McDonald's, but Taco Bell's value menu now. They've added the stacker back, like it's a permanent item now on their cheap menu, but it's more than $1, but it's less than $3. So that's the bargain we have to have these days.
We're at the point where having a 5 should get me something on a fast food menu, right? I just want something for $5 or less.
And it's like it's one of the numbered combos that come with that, and that.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Like I said, I've been fucking with Del Taco recently. They actually have a budget menu.
They're really good. Yeah,
Mhm.
Del Taco is really good with their menu.
Is it the best food? No, not even close. But it's so cheap now that it's like what you'd expect from fast food.
Yeah, they're doing it right.
And they have burgers somehow for like
Which
$3.
honestly, it is literally just a worse. It's bigger, but worse In-N-Out burger. That's how I'd describe it. Like it tastes like it had like that kind of Thousand Island sauce, but just weren't there.
In-N-Out is greasy. I know it's not a popular opinion,
They
but I do
also,
not like In-N-Out.
Oscar, don't they cook In-N-Out burgers with mustard on it, like on the grill?
Only if you ask for it.
Oh,
Mm.
interesting.
If you don't ask for it, they just give it to you like a normal, just put on the grill. You don't have to get it animal style. You could just say mustard fry the patty, and then they'll do that.
Oh, but they do that if you ask for animal style. They mustard.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
part of the animal style. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, because I can't remember the last time I had In-N-Out and it was an animal style burger. Like that's
That's what I'm
just
saying.
it's just a staple. You have to do that.
The secret menu, quote unquote, even though it's like everybody fucking knows
You
about it.
smacked your mic as
Sorry.
you said that. It was like secret.
Secret menu.
Sorry, I went to put up the quotations and I got too antsy. But
You got all antsy in his pantsy.
sorry. Yeah, Beef Watch. So aside from burgers, feels like everybody has a problem with everybody these days. I wrote down some notable
course.
examples. Moist Critical just made a video recently, a string of videos. His esports team, Moist Esports, kept getting denied entry into the US. Like they can't get visas to come and compete in tournaments. And
I saw that.
he's made frequent videos discussing his displeasure with US immigration because he's like, okay, we have top executives at EA and their lawyers working with us to get our 3 people from Australia into the United States, and they keep getting denied. And he had to make the unfortunate decision, I think about a week or 2 ago, he had to just cut him from the esports team. He was like, you know what, I'm going to let him go because for some reason they're under our umbrella and we can't get him in. So he's going to let them compete without a team. Can't call him Moist Esports. Well, when he did that, those 3 people were able to apply for visas to get into the country. I can't remember what the name of it that he was discussing, but it's like the visa that everybody gets. You have to be like on a super high profile FBI list to get denied for this visa. And
A work visa versus a travel visa.
it had a very specific name, but it could be something like that. But he was like explaining it, and I've already forgotten because my brain's mush at this point, brain rot. One of the 3 people got their visas accepted into the country, and he's like, it's ridiculous. He's like, I would have understood if they denied all 3 people's visas, but they denied 2 of them and let 1 of them in. So his beef with the U.S. immigration is that he is now officially suing them. He is suing the U.S. immigration system.
Oh my god.
To get his 3 people into the country under the Moist Critical esports team. Because he's like, it's fucking ridiculous. He's all like, there's no way that we have all of this like proper documentation and this one guy reviewing our case just keeps saying no because he feels like it.
Unless it's
watched
because they're putting all 3 of them together, and because the 2 of like maybe there's 2 of them that aren't eligible to be in the U.S. Like they're legit not eligible, and the 3rd guy's okay. So when they all apply together, they're rejecting all 3 of them because of the other 2.
So
From what I watched one of his videos that he put about it, like when it was first happening, and he said that literally the immigration was just like, yeah, so we can't let you in, and they didn't elaborate on it. They were like, yeah, you guys got denied. Sorry, try again tomorrow, the next day. Might go through better, but they just kept getting denied by the same dude that was like, yeah, we don't. Basically,
No.
literally didn't tell them why they were being denied. He just went, Nah, you're denied.
Charlie
You can't.
even talked about his lawyers because he's hired immigration lawyers to help him because he wants them in the country.
Right.
He says that they're really good lawyers, like because he went out and vetted for somebody that gets everybody into the country. And his lawyers came and said the best case scenario is that they just don't like you. That's like the best explanation. Or for some reason, their agent has a problem with the word moist and just is disgusted with something.
That'd be possible.
That's what his lawyers told him. And he's like, I can't believe it because that's like the most plausible thing that's happening because they won't give him a reason why they keep denying all these visas.
Literally, yeah. They are not telling them why they're denied. They're just saying, yeah, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Try again.
So the headline, Florida man sues U.S. immigration, is going to be popping up very soon. And I think it's hilarious because Charlie is a Florida man. He lives in Tampa.
Florida man.
Florida man. So if you see Florida man versus U.S. immigration, just know he's fighting. He's fighting for moist esports. Other beefs that I have is Boeing versus whistleblowers. They're 2-0 right now.
Yeah, they're 2 for 2. No, they're 2 for 2 now.
2 for 2. 2-0 is in their like win-loss record.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 for 2 as in they've killed 2 of them.
Allegedly they have. Do you know about the Boeing whistleblower drama, Brandon?
I've heard bits about it, yeah. But I'm
news
not
to me.
about it.
Okay, so Boeing is under fire because after COVID,
The door flew off the plane.
the door that flew off the plane.
Yes, I saw that one.
So what happened is there's a bunch of whistleblowers coming forward. I say a bunch; they're probably all retracting their statements now. The first guy that just after the landing gear fell off the plane and hit that car in San Francisco, one of the whistleblowers that was talking about the safety regulations that they're completely overlooking was found dead in his car from a suicide.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I definitely didn't throw up quotations when I said that. So after he unalived himself, there's another prominent man that, he worked for Boeing before COVID and came back after they gave him more money and claims that they were doing things that weren't a part of safety regulations. They were alleging that they were using Dawn dish soap as door lubricant.
Oh my
Which
god.
is like, don't do that. He just turned up dead this week.
Yep.
He caught a disease, went to the hospital, and died the next day. After living,
Probably poisoned.
no,
It was
he
an
died.
insanely
sorry, yeah.
illness.
It was like an infection too. Like he caught something, had an infection, and died.
He stepped on a rusty nail, honestly.
Yeah,
Let's be
okay.
real.
Something absurd. So Boeing versus whistleblowers is going to go down and is one of the greatest fights of the year next to Logan Paul, Mike Tyson. The third thing I wrote down is if you guys watch Marquez Brownlee on YouTube, he made a review about this like pocket AI device, and he called it the worst device he's ever reviewed. And a bunch of P-brains on Twitter had the audacity to say, wow, think of the company that you're reviewing by giving them a trash review, hurting their business. You can't even give them time to improve the product or give them constructive criticism.
Was it that rabbit thing?
Is that what it was called? It goes in like the pocket of your shirt. You clip it on, and it's like an AI device that you talk to. It's like Siri,
Yes.
but it doesn't work. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. It doesn't work. At least from his review that he showed off, and other people started buying it and testing it. And they're like, yeah, no, he's right. It doesn't work. It's stupid.
It's the one that everybody's like, yeah, it should have just been an app.
Yeah, instead of its own device. But people are hating on him for making a review about it and calling it bad when it is bad. They're like, you're putting down a company.
But worse.
I don't get it. Beef, okay?
Yeah.
My favorite beef from this week, believe it or not,
I think
Rikishi.
you're building up to.
Yeah, Rikishi put out a diss track on Hulk Hogan yesterday.
Who?
Rikishi, the wrestler.
Rikishi, the WWE wrestler.
Mm-hmm. It was the lean back freestyle. He dissed Hulk Hogan over the lean back beat. It's pretty cool. If you haven't checked it out, definitely go check it out. And then, I don't know. Have you guys heard of Drake and Kendrick Lamar? Do those names ring a bell?
You mean
No.
Drake,
Slightly.
like you mean like that
Like Drake
mythical
Ball?
Drake, the legged dragon, the Drake?
Yeah, I never thought it'd be so simple.
Yeah, that is what they said as they breathe fire. Yeah. Got him off guard.
Thank you, dude. We talked about the first wave of the disses. I'm gonna go with speed mode because I could talk about this all night. Metro Boomin and Future came out with an album at the end of March, and there was a song on it called "Like That" that had a surprise feature from Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is my favorite rapper. He basically
Really?
went in on
Not
Drake
Eminem?
and J. Cole. Yeah, for J. Cole's feature on the song "First Person Shooter," which was on Drake's album last year, "For All the Dogs." Kendrick did not like being compared to Drake at all by J. Cole. He thought it was absurd that his name was being put next to Drake as top rapper in the game. So J. Cole put out a record of the week after with a diss track back towards Kendrick, apologized 2 days later and removed it from streaming, and he was getting clowned as the biggest loser in the diss. Basically saying that all Drake had to do was not do anything, and J. Cole would come out looking like the loser. Drake dropped Push-Ups, his first diss track towards Kendrick Lamar, and it was basically like, "Oh, you're short." Those are like
You short.
Yeah, that was the footnotes from it. You're short. I have more money than you. I'm more
So
successful. People like
Too
me.
short.
Unexpected new challenger approaches. Rick Ross gets on the Instagram and drops his diss track towards Drake called "Champagne Moments." You know, throwing shade
Oh my
at
god.
Drake and shit like that. It was very playful. Him and Rick Ross are going back and forth on Instagram, kind of like talking shit and releasing little bars at each other. And everyone's like, "Oh, this is a totally manufactured beef. This has to be an industry thing to make more money. It's whatever." Kanye West, disgraced rapper
God.
that still has a huge following, dropped a "Like That" remix where he dissed Drake. And everyone's like, "Oh shit, Kanye's on K-Dot's team. This is great." Nobody really mentioned it because nobody likes Kanye anymore except for his fans, because holy shit. Imagine
They
saying this
dick
shit
ride
that-
calling it to the end of the earth.
Dude, oh my god. I love his music, but holy shit. It was a Jewish doctor.
Jewish doctor.
I can't say who it was. I can't describe him, okay?
And then you see him
It
fail
was
the
a
quick time
Jewish
event.
doctor. Yeah, that's the meme I was thinking about. Yeah. The fucking 7 Days to Die quick time. Dong. It was a Jewish doctor. Just cuts off.
So all that happened. It was radio silent for about a week and a half. You know, about 3 weeks has elapsed at this point. And then Kendrick comes back this last Monday, you know, after we record the podcast. I was very upset because I was like, oh, we're not going to be able to talk about this when it's current. Buckle in. He drops
Shit.
Euphoria and basically talks about how Drake is a bum. He sucks. He's the worst. He has a bunch of dirt on him that he's not going to reveal to the world. He's a disgrace to the black community because of the way he uses the culture. I think a lot of people interpret it as he's calling him like a light skin, saying that he's, you know, he's mixed and he's not really black, but it's really him perpetuating a culture that he doesn't understand. I don't know, interpret it how you want, but that's like very well
Because
accepted.
he grew up rich, right? You told me he bought his way into Degrassi.
Yeah, his mom bought his way into Degrassi because he comes from a family of musicians.
I'm
like-
like Degrassi Tyson.
Yeah, wheelchair
There
Jimmy.
you go. Fuck.
I'm gonna elaborate on that more in a minute. Kendrick, you know, everyone's waiting for Drake's response. Decides at 6:16 in the morning yesterday, drops the song 6:16 in LA. Going further into Drake, talking more shit about him, and also saying that he's got moles that work for him at OVO that talk to Drake and says that people at OVO work for me. I
He
promise.
just needs to take those moles off and make some guacamole sauce.
Pretty much. So he did that at 6:16 in the morning. So he went back to back with diss tracks. Drake last night at 8 p.m. later in the day drops his song "Family Matters," where he starts talking shit about Kendrick and reveals 3 big bombs allegedly. He says that Dave Free, the guy that makes all of his music videos, is actually the father of one of his kids. That'd be nuts if that was real. Basically said that we're feeding you fake information and that my people don't work for you, and that he hired a crisis management team to cover up Kendrick beating his wife. Fucking crazy shit that just dropped, and everyone's like, oh shit, oh my god, is that true, Kendrick? Oh my god, and everyone's expecting to wait for another diss track. An hour later, Kendrick drops Meet the Grams, which is the most, since Pusha T, it's the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard. He starts it off by penning a letter to Drake's son saying, "Hey, Adonis, I wish you had a better father."
Wow.
Just straight off the cuff. And then he alleges so many things in it. He also pens his mother, Drake's mother. He pens a secret daughter that Drake allegedly has, and then pens Drake himself. And everyone's like, no way Drake got 2 of his kids revealed by diss tracks.
Who of his 20?
Yeah. But basically, Kendrick started harping into the fact that OVO, the company that Drake owns, is harboring pedophiles. Basically hiring people that aren't good for children, but Drake wants to bring his kid around now, you know, that it's popular and he doesn't have to hide the child from the world after Pusha T dissed him. Bunch of crazy shit. But there's a lot of connections to, like, you know, it's called Meet the Grams, which is Drake's real last name, and how Drake put out a song called Family Matters, and Kendrick immediately followed it up an hour later with a song about family, kind of hinting at the idea that there are people in Drake's camp that are leaking information. And then we sat down to do the podcast, and Kendrick released another diss track titled Not Like Us, where he just full nonstop calls Drake a pedophile the whole song. For fucking 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes. One of his bars was certified lover boy, more like certified pedophile. That's it, because he has an album.
To the point.
Yeah, just straight to the point. And the album cover is a picture of Drake's house with the sex offender app pings over his house, and it's got like 9 different pings on it. Because there's an app that you can use to look up sex offenders in your neighborhood, and it puts these little like people icons over people's houses that shows you that somebody lives there.
If you're registered, you legally have to notify your immediate neighbors, and you have to have your address known to the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I'm not going to describe all the diss tracks in length, but this is like, it is not...
Not describing.
No, this is not manufactured beef. Kendrick fucking hates Drake.
Like, he's on a warpath, yeah.
He does not like this man. He awoke something in Kendrick, because Kendrick has probably not liked him for years, but recently has been like, you know what, fuck it. I gotta let them know.
Let me speak.
Let them know, Eddie. Let them know, Eddie.
30 on 30. Kendrick's having his 30 on 30 moment.
I'm not a big fan of Drake.
Yeah.
Dude, he took away his N-word pass. That's how fucking pissed off he was.
The diss track on Monday, Tuesday, whenever it was, he just said, I don't want to hear you say the N-word no more.
Fantastic work. I don't know if Kendrick had that power. Does he have that power?
Yeah. I think Kendrick has that
That'll make him
power.
the most powerful man in the world then.
Kendrick has the rap community behind him right now. The only people that are like saying Drake has won this is like his dick writers. But if you go and like listen or read the lyrics of what Kendrick is saying, yeah, Kanye. If you go and read the lyrics of these songs, it is clear that Kendrick is fucking mopping him. Drake's got good bars and he's bringing up good points and, you know, things that Kendrick has done. But Kendrick is doing so much damage to the OVO brand, it's insane. It makes me wish that Drake would take a stray shot at Eminem so that Eminem jumps into it and it gets like 10 times fucking worse for Drake.
Maybe Eminem will jump in on it anyway.
Is anybody called Ja Rule?
Aren't they homies? Aren't they friends?
Who's friends?
Eminem and Kendrick. Like, aren't they cool with each other?
Yeah,
most part?
I think they respect each other, yeah. I know.
Didn't they do a thing where like Eminem brought him in and like told him he had to write like a whole like verse or something?
The story is that Eminem was like convinced that Kendrick had a ghostwriter because he couldn't believe that this kid who was like 22, 23 was writing these rhymes. So he sat him in a room and told his entourage to get out and said, I need you to write a verse. And he wrote, what's that song on the Marshall Mathers LP? I think it was Love Game. He said he wrote his verse in like 10 minutes.
Huh.
So if you go and listen to that song, that was what he penned for M. Just sitting in a room with him for like 10, 15 minutes. Which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's a lot. You can go watch analysis on it online if you care, but look, as an avid hip hop listener, this shit is crazy.
Cray.
Fucking
it's It's the amount of times that y'all have just been sending shit about it in the group chat. I'm like, damn, there's another. Oh, it's just the same people. Okay.
The last couple rap beefs were like people just like flaming each other on Twitter, people saying really weird things on their songs and nobody ever responds, or the Pusha T situation where Drake drops a diss track on Pusha T called Duppy Freestyle, and then Pusha T reveals that Drake has a kid, and then Drake said nothing. Fucking radio silence, never addressed it. Because he got flamed so bad.
I mean, your whole kid got revealed. What more really can you do?
Fucking Pusha T forced Drake into fatherhood. Because Drake did not care about that kid until the world found out about the kid. He went, oh god, I can't be a bum.
He was fine spending those childhoods or those child supports, and he's like, "Oh damn, everyone knows now."
I make how much money? Ah shit, she's gonna want all of it.
Right? Yeah.
Kendrick even touched on that. He's all like, think about all your kids worldwide that don't have a dad right now, wishing you would come home. Just flat out, doesn't even say how many kids he has. Just says all your kids.
That's because he went out to get the milk and he never came back.
His fucking bagged milk up in Toronto. Golly.
Hey, I had bag milk in California, dog.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing here.
Yeah, our milk came in bags in like middle school.
So let me get this straight. You would put the bag in like a pitcher, right? And you would cut the corner off? No?
Nope.
How would you
Nope.
pour the milk?
You literally, the bag came with a Capri Sun style straw attached to it. You'd squeeze the bag to put a little pressure on it and stab the straw into the bag.
Oh, was it like personal, like small size milks?
Yeah.
What if you needed a large quantity, like a gallon per se?
You trade it or just steal it from another. Go back to the line and like, I need another
If you were
milk.
getting like if you were getting a gallon of milk at the store, you could get a gallon of milk at the store. But it was like the milk that you got at school and stuff. It didn't come in a carton; it came in a little plastic bag.
Oh, okay.
See, if I were to do that, I would just save all my milks from the first half of the year, so I'd have double milk in the second half of the year. You know.
Yep.
Or you would do what we did and just put the milk bags on the
milk?
ground and then stomp on them and get milk all over people.
There you go. Yeah.
Yummy.
Brandon, why would you want to save milk, dog? What the
So
fuck?
you have more in the winter. Have you
No.
never rationed before?
I'm not gonna, but it only lasts like a couple of months.
Month?
Like if that.
Months.
No,
Milk
like
a month.
a month, yeah.
Y'all
That's what
tripping.
I'm saying.
Yeah, I was just making a joke, dog.
Oh, okay. I thought you were fucking
No,
you
say,
are a
dude.
joke. Dog.
No, dude. Whenever I showed up to school, it's like I knew we wouldn't eat that night, so I had to save that lasagna and bury it in the backyard so the dog didn't find it.
The century lasagna? Oh, shit. What other foods could we make century like an egg?
Oh, God. Oh, I don't want to
Wait,
think about it.
You ever had a
Century
century
meat?
egg before? Well, I mean, he probably tastes better now, right?
Yes, you could do like century meat.
Ew.
Yeah,
Yeah, aged meat. is
Dry
a
aged?
thing.
Uh huh.
Yeah, dry aging meat is a thing.
Very dry aged meat.
I saw a video of somebody who dry aged a steak for like a year. Oh, it looks so nasty when it came out.
Guga Foods does a lot of things on YouTube with like steak experiments and shit, and he's done a lot of dry aging experiments. And a lot of the time there's like the whole steak, like when you dry age it, the whole outside is black, and you have to cut that off with the meat that's on the inside. But sometimes if he has like a steak that's like that big, usually you lose like just a little bit of it, you know, of the total thing of it, but the inside is still red and fresh. But sometimes he puts things on it. He gets like a fucking pepperoni sized little piece of fresh meat from the dry
Oh my
aging
God.
experiment.
Yeah. Shermstramen.
Sure, Strawman.
Oh, no. No. I have nightmares
I've heard
of
of
attempting
that.
to smell that.
We should, if we ever hit 1 million subs, we will eat a can of surströmming.
You can have fun with that. I will not be
No.
participating.
You were
That-
be here.
After those
1 million.
anchovy pizzas you ordered, no, any kind of canned fish, I'm good.
1 million.
Listen, guys,
We're talking
we all
about a
had
million
Pringle
subs.
smoothies.
We're talking about we're getting paid a lot.
Million subs?
when we have 1 million subs and I have $1 million in my pocket from those million subs, then sure.
Okay.
No, when we hit 1 million subs, you're drinking it.
We're not
No.
drinking.
You're
We're
gonna
eating the
drink the
fish.
surströmming?
I'm not drinking it.
I'm
That
not
is for
drinking it.
damn sure.
I'm gonna eat the fish.
I'm gonna drink it.
You can drink it.
You can have fun with that, sir.
No,
Have you
everyone's gotta
ever
drink
smelled
it. Fortunately, yet I have not. So I don't think I
You
will.
don't want to.
Actually smelled it. You will throw up the second the container is opened.
Do
Yeah,
not
I'll just
open
take
it
a quick
indoors.
sip.
Don't open it near anything that you find dear or like love or ever want to smell again.
Yeah, we gotta open it outside.
We'll find a park to do it at, like on top
Oh,
of the
we'll do it
kids' slide
inside
or
of my
something.
car. That way
We
it
do it
just
out of park.
festers.
Someone's gonna call in a threat to the police saying that they're releasing chemicals over there.
7 skunks
Right.
released into the wild.
They're eating a dead body over there, officer.
I mean, it's a good repellent. Honestly, if you don't want nobody to talk to you, just sit down
Yeah,
at
it's a-
Starbucks and open a can of Surströmming.
Go to Starbucks.
Get my Starbies on.
It'd be like in Anchorman when the dude puts on the panther
Oh, Sex
cologne,
Panther.
and it just smells like piss. I've
Fucking
never
Sex
seen
Panther.
Anchorman. Yeah, Sex Panther. That was it.
Love Anchorman. I've never seen the second one.
That was
They're
alright.
both good.
Okay. Make sure to check it out. I haven't seen the
Okay,
second
and,
Zoolander either. Just put
I've
that
never
out there.
seen
good, too.
Zoolander.
It's awesome.
I've seen.
You've never seen
clips of-
Zoolander?
Mm.
It's pretty funny.
What is this? School for ants?
What is this? A Center for Ants?
I'm not your bruh.
You are excused, and I'm not your bruh. That's the only clip I know of.
I don't get it.
Tropic Thunder's another good one.
I have seen
Talking about
Tropic Thunder.
Ben movies.
Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Ben Stiller movies.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, fucking Night at the Museum, bro. Sign me up.
I'm made of wax, Larry. What are you made of?
That's
Hey,
not a Ben Stiller movie.
Gigantor.
That's a Robin Williams movie.
Damn straight. Dum dum, give me
Ben
gum
Stiller
gum.
was an extra in that movie.
Fucking we got two different sports playoffs going on right now.
SpongeBob.
In this like day and age that we're recording.
You talking about stream sports?
I'm talking about the NBA playoffs and the NHL the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Oh yeah? Who
Yeah.
you got?
I'm
Who you
currently watching Game 7 of the Toronto Maple Leafs versus the Boston Bruins, and it's currently in the third
Period.
period, and it's 0-0.
Ooh.
Period.
Winner
I think
goes.
tomorrow is Game 1 for Golden Knights versus the Dallas Stars.
Oh, the Knights did win? No, they just beat the Stars, right?
No, they weren't playing the Stars.
Yeah, they were.
The Stars,
In the first round.
but they were.
Yeah.
Let me double check.
Wait, you're talking about NHL, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Golden Knights.
Stanley Cup.
I could have swore they played the
Play.
Stars in the first round.
You might be right.
I have Stars
Oh yeah, they did.
streaming service.
Okay, no, sorry, I was wrong. It's not Game 1. Game 7 for Knights and Stars is tomorrow. That's what I
Okay.
meant. Yeah, tomorrow at 4:30 p.m.
Winner takes it all.
The Game 1 tomorrow is Hurricanes versus Rangers. So those guys beat whoever they were playing.
The Rangers swept the, who was it? Capitals.
The Donkey Kongs.
The Donkey Kongs. The Washington Donkey Kongs.
Oh no.
Should have been better. Their fault, not mine.
Should have conkied your donkey better.
Yeah, this is Game 7 of the Maple Leafs versus the Bruins. So one of these teams is moving on today.
Hopefully not the
And
Bruins.
I guess I wonder who they're gonna play.
Nobody.
What else?
Joe
do we have?
Biden.
Just
Fucking
Joe
hell.
Biden out on the ice. Nobody else. He doesn't even have ice skates on.
So I'm fucking saying, dude.
That's what this country needs.
At least a little bit of Joe Biden.
Joe Byron.
They'd have to use necromancy first.
Yeah, that's true. Well, did you see Trump is sleeping during his fucking hush money trial? He's been reported as
You slept?
he's been reported as closing his eyes for a few minutes at a time, and then
Oh my god.
like leaning forward and then he gets on his social media platform and goes, "I wasn't sleeping. I'm resting my eyes."
I'm resting my
I'm resting my
eyes. Getting
eyes.
ready.
Said everybody who was caught sleeping ever. You know what?
Well, I mean, if Amber Heard can get away with, sniffing cocaine in court,
and pooping on someone's bed.
Wait, Amber Heard did cocaine on court? In
Oh
court?
yeah,
What?
she was poofing
There's a clip.
hardcore.
There's a clip. She was straight up on the stand, and she just like pulls up a handkerchief and goes,
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
She like straight up does a bump on the stand.
It definitely wasn't snuff.
No.
Or what is it? Snus? What's it called?
Snooze.
Snooze, you lose?
There's also a dude that managed to successfully take a cyanide pill in the middle of a court trial.
I remember that.
Oh.
he was probably innocent, honestly, right?
No.
Clearly. I think he was going up for crimes against children, so like cyanide pill was too easy for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the easy out.
What a bitch. Anyways.
What's the Frog's corpse?
So going back to the NHL, whoever wins tomorrow for the Vegas Knights or the Dallas Stars, go Knights. Go Knights.
Maple
Hopefully
Leafs,
they win.
Mavericks.
If the Knights win, they'll go over to play against my other hockey team that I like, the Colorado Avalanche.
So
It's possible to see the two teams that I like in hockey actually play each other
in the West Finals.
Yeah.
The West Finals, yeah.
The Western Conference Final, yeah. Or no, it's round. It'll be round 2. It's not the final.
But one of those two teams will be playing in the Western Finals.
One of those two will be, going.
That's pretty
to
cool.
the final, and they'll either be playing. Who the fuck is Van?
Vancouver Canucks.
Vancouver Canucks or the Edmonton Oilers. So that's two, dude. The other Western Conference is 2 Canadian teams.
Good. I don't remember the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
Yeah, it's Vancouver and Edmonton. That's 2 Canadians.
I look up
Isn't
Stanley
that
Cup
like
winners.
their whole shtick, though?
Yeah, losers. America's doing it better. Even though we just draft a bunch of Russians.
And they just fucking beat them up on the
Just look at the names of an average hockey team, and it's a lot of people from like Slovenia, Russia, Ukraine, Prussia,
Czechoslovakia.
Ukraine.
Yeah.
Did I say Ukraine? Ukraine.
Hey, one more time?
Ukraine.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ukraine.
I'm gonna keep scrolling on this list to the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup Finals. The Anaheim Ducks won the finals.
The New York Rangers.
Way to go, Ducks.
Longest losing streak in a winner-take-all games in the Stanley Cup history was the Rangers, and it was from 1937 to like a couple years ago.
Wow.
That's insane. They suffered. Good to see the Rangers doing something again.
Guys,
Wait, how many wins do they have since they broke that record, though?
No, the stat that they were showing was a winner-take-all game for like meaning a
Game 7.
a Game 7 game, yeah, in the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Whoever wins this game moves on to the next round, yeah.
I'm scrolling very far to find a Canadian team, by the way.
Toronto Maple Leafs, the Canucks, the Edmonton Oilers.
The Montreal
Who else
Canadiens last won it in 1993.
That's the last Canadian team to win a Stanley Cup?
Yep, and coincidentally, the last Canadian team in the Stanley Cup was the Montreal Canadiens in 2021. The Habs.
I fucking knew it.
Who did they play in 2021?
The Lightning. That was when the Lightning won back-to-back ones because they were just elite.
They were so elite.
Last year was the Knights one, and the year before that was the Avalanche, right?
Yep. It was Knights,
Yeah.
Avalanche, Lightning. And then in 2019, the Blues won, and that was awesome. I watched that Game 7, the St. Louis Blues.
St. Louis Blues.
They beat the Boston Bruins.
Boston Bruins. That's a team I'm watching right now. God damn it.
You're like, the Boston team.
The Bruins.
The Brouhahas.
I hope there's a
What
team
time
called the
are we
Brouhahas.
on the team?
We're pretty far in if you guys want
Let's
to wrap
go
it
to
up.
team.
We're at an
Split
hour
it.
16.
Start doing the closing notes.
Absolutely. Does anybody have any
Closing notes.
remarks?
Fuck Drake. He's a shit rapper and a shit artist. Doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
We do
Drake
not
and
stand
P.
Drake.
Diddy can go fuck each other in prison.
Pedophiles,
He is a
weirdos.
sicko mode.
I'll cut them pedos. I don't care.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
You are what you perpetuate in the culture.
Yep.
I don't want to hear you say women of age no more.
No more. Oh man.
What's wild is what Drake's doing.
Yeah, that's more wild. Yeah.
Oh man,
So wild. What's wild is Kendrick
Dude.
having 3 diss tracks at the fucking ready.
dude, if Drake's
And Drake was
girlfriend
like,
could
"Oh, you
read,
wanna-
she'd be
you're
so
gonna
upset.
jump for me?"
Oh shit.
Too bad she's 6.
He's right now.
We do not fuck with Drake.
That is Drake's. That is Drake.
Thanks for joining us on episode 144 of the Fuck Drake podcast.
Remix
Sure.
that freaking like the latest diss track for the beat of the week.
It'll just be Cyrus doing a cover of it.
There you go.
Make sure you check out our socials on Linktree. It's Linktree/the We're the Cabros
Join
everywhere.
us.
Just look up the Cabros. You'll find us.
There you go.
Yeah, that's about it. We'll see you next week. Episode
Tip your
145.
waitress and have a great weekend.
Spay
Wear
and
your
neuter your
seatbelt.
dogs. Not cats, though. Fuck cats.
Bob Barker.
Yeah, y'all ain't ready for this. Here's the second biggest Drake hater. Kendrick Lamar hit me up and said, "See you later." I'm aiming my sights at someone more realistic, down to my level, and a little less egotistic. Fuck you, Sarah, from the Bethesda GameStar field. You stared at me weird with those dagger eyes that you yield. Fuck the hot coffee I spilled in my shirt a little bit ago. It's really hot and it burned me a little bit ago. I don't have problems with Canada at the moment, but I rep with red, white, and blue. Fuck you too. I don't really like microtransactions. They're a predatory practice. It's a way to drain money from the players. Straight up malice. I don't like centipedes. I don't. Or my coworkers kindly greeting me by saying, "What up, fool?" Or Capri Suns that break as soon as I stick the straw through. That's about it. Oh, one more. Fuck Miss Hughes. She a bitch too. She looks like the slug from Monsters Inc. U. BBL Drizzy.